rotary polishing. Now, rotary polishing is one of the most advanced techniques used in automotive detailing. It's designed to remove swirls and scratches for both professionals and enthusiasts using the high-speed rotary polisher. Now, the rotary polisher has been around for a long time. It's the choice of professionals and enthusiasts worldwide, and it's designed for high-speed precision. It's a difficult piece to learn, but once you learn, it's easy to do, and anybody can learn it quickly and easily while also having fun. We're going to be using the rotary polisher and show you how rotary polishing can achieve the perfect results on one of the most difficult pieces to polish, which is a motorcycle. So we have a Suzuki GSXR right here with a metallic paint job. We're going to show you how to remove swirls and scratches on one of the most scratched areas of the motorcycle, which is the gas tank. So let's talk about the rotary polisher and show you exactly how it can remove all types of swirls and scratches from the Suzuki GSXR. Now, I have over 10 years of rotary polishing running a professional detailing business, so I'm going to show you guys exactly how years of experience can put down on a machine to get the right results. Here's everything we're going to use in this video. We're going to be using the Flex PE14-2 polisher. This is a brand new polisher from Flex. It is the highest grade polisher that Flex offers. It offers speeds from 600 RPMs all the way to 2100 RPMs with a no handle design. It's very ergonomic and fits all standard backing plates. We're also going to be using our Hexlogic pads. These are 4-inch Hexlogic orange pads. We're going to be using a 4-inch Hexlogic black finishing pad. We're also going to be teaming that on our 3-inch rotary backing plate. This is a foam backing plate, actually flexes, and it's going to give a perfect contour to when we're polishing on those tight curves of the Suzuki GSXR. To polish that out, we're going to be using our Chemical Guys V36 optical grade cutting polish to remove the swirls and scratches. We're also going to be using our Chemical Guys V38 optical grade final polish to enhance the finish and bring out that metallic pop. We're going to be wiping down the surface using our Chemical Guys Speed Wipe. This is our 4-ounce bottle. It's easy to keep in your motorcycle, so you can keep it in the bag or under the seat to remove any type of dirt, dust, and debris. I also have our polishing pad conditioner, which is going to give us a nice soft feel while we polish. 2 premium silk-lined microfiber towels, and our Brinkmann swirl light. So let's take the Brinkmann swirl light and show you exactly what we're going to be fixing right here. Now, on this vehicle, we have a lot of swirl marks and scratches all over the surface. Different types of swirl marks, a lot of swirl marks from leaning over the bike, and we're going to make sure we polish those out and remove them for a nice ultimate gloss. Now, motorcycles are always difficult to polish just because of the tight spaces and the different types of materials. We have plastic on the front, but metal on the back. So we're going to go ahead and polish the metal part to show you a quick example of how to polish. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in my machine, set up my pads, and let's polish on this beautiful GSXR. So let's get started with some polishing. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean off the surface. We brought in this GSXR into our showroom where we have light and electricity and we're not in the sun. So I'm going to first wipe down the motorcycle because earlier today I washed it and gave it a good clay using our Chemical Guys OG clay bar. So to give it a good wipe down, all I'm going to do is use our Chemical Guys Vintage Speed Wipe. Now, Vintage Speed Wipe is going to remove any dirt and dust that's on the bike that's been sitting for a few hours. So it's going to make sure I have a fresh surface to go ahead and polish on. This is actually the 4-ounce travel size, or it's a small size you keep in your glove box, or if you have a motorcycle like this, you can keep it right under the seat to clean on the go. So I'm going to take a silk-lined premium microfiber towel, and I'm just going to give a few sprays over the gas tank, and then I'm going to take my microfiber towel and give it a good wipe. Now, the motorcycle is already clean, but this is just removing any residual dust before I go ahead and polish. Whenever you go ahead and start polishing, you want to make sure that you have all the dust and debris off the surface. It must be 100% clean. If you need to clay bar the surface, you can use any Chemical Guys clay bar to make sure you have a smooth as glass feel. This motorcycle is already clayed, so it's ready to rock and roll. I'm going to go ahead and put down my towel. I'm going to go ahead and grab my rotary polisher. Now, my rotary polisher needs a backing plate because, as you can see, there's no way to attach a pad. So I'm going to grab a 3-inch backing plate. Now, this rotary polisher can accommodate any backing plate from a 3-inch all the way to an 8-inch. Now, I'm going to use a 3-inch backing plate for this because a 3-inch pad is going to give me a great surface area to get in all the areas around the motorcycle. Some people may choose to use a 5-inch pad or a 5.5-inch pad, but I feel a 4-inch pad or a 3-inch pad will get the best results right on this motorcycle. This is a 4-inch pad, so it's going to give me a great versatility. So I'm going to go ahead and take my 4-inch Hexlogic orange pad, and I'm going to place it right on the center of the rotary machine. Let's check if it's centered. If it's not centered, you can always go ahead and take it off again and place it right back on the machine. There we go. So let's ready to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and first place my cord over my shoulder to make sure it doesn't hit my motorcycle that I'm working on or any other equipment. Now I'm going to first start out with V36. Now V36 is going to be my swirl remover, and it's going to pull off the heavy swirls and scratches to give a nice, even, smooth finish. I'm going to first shake up my V36, and I'm going to apply 4 dots to my foam polishing pad. Now this is an orange cutting pad, so it's a little bit denser than the black finishing one. That's going to give a nice cut on the surface. I also have our Chemical Guys pad conditioner. Now pad conditioner is specifically designed to give a smooth feel right when the pad touches the surface. So it's actually designed for lubricity. When you're using a rotary polisher, one thing that's super important is lubricity, because the machine is very powerful and you want that smooth finish right when you start at the machine. 2 sprays is all we need. So let's go ahead and start polishing. Now for over 10 years I've used the machine polisher, rotary polisher specifically, along with dual actions as well, but the rotary polisher is something that professionals really love. I myself love the smooth feel of the rotary, and I love the results it gives. You just need to make sure you pay close attention and always make sure that you're being careful when polishing, that you do not harm the paintwork. So let's first go ahead and start on the area. Now we have many other videos on our website about how to do rotary polishing. We're going to go ahead and show you how to do it on motorcycles and how I go ahead and start. Now the first thing I do is go ahead and put my polish all over the surface area so I don't get any sling. Now I'm going to turn my machine on speed setting 1, which is 600 RPMs, and I'm going to spread out the polish. There you go. I'm going to work this area because I feel this is a nice tight area to get started with. There you go. Now I'm going to bump my machine setting up to 1800 RPMs, which is going to be number 5. Okay. Now 1800 RPMs is perfect for this size pad, and it's going to give me a nice finish as we move on. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my machine on. I'm going to go ahead and use no pressure on the machine. I'm going to let the weight of the machine do the job, and I'm always going to keep moving. Remember, with a rotary polisher, you always want to keep moving, never stop, because you can burn the paint or harm the surface. We'll start polishing. Gone ahead and made our first pass. I'm going to go ahead and grab another microfiber towel, and I'm going to go ahead and gently wipe off any polish. And I love the results we're getting. We're taking out a lot of the scratches off the motorcycle. Now, the motorcycle tank is where a lot of damage usually occurs, because when you're sitting on the motorcycle, you're leaning over it, and often motorcycle jackets have zippers and buttons that scratch up this surface. So I'm going to keep moving along and make sure that I focus on areas that have deeper scratches, and I make sure I get an even paint removal over the entire tank. I'm going to move down to this front panel right here and continue polishing. Polishing is not something that's to be rushed. It's something that takes time. So I'm going to go ahead and take my time on this to get the best result. I'm going to go ahead and put a few small dots. That's all we need to get started. 2 sprays of my pad conditioner, and let's get back to work. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and spread the polish out on speed setting 1. Now I'm going to bump up to 1800 RPM with the speed setting 5 and get back to work. Taking a little bit more time to concentrate on the heavy scratching.
Yes! 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 Ah!
Once again, we're going to go back and grab a microfiber cloth, and I'm going to gently wipe off any excess. Wipe off any little bit of polish on there, and you notice I'm barely wiping off any polish because I used the correct amount. And V36 is actually a diminishing abrasive polish, so it's breaking down all the swirls and scratches and refining the finish too. The particles start out big, and with the heat and friction of the rotary polisher, it breaks it down, shrinks, and cuts up the abrasive, and then gives a smoother finish. So now I got a nice smooth finish on this side of the tank. I'm looking really good. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the other side of the tank and finish the job. I'm also going to concentrate a little bit here where the rider leans on the front. So I'm going to grab my rotary again and move on to the other side. finished removing all the swirls using the V36 optical grade cutting polish and an orange cutting pad. Now the rotary polisher does a great job of removing heavier defects that the dual action polisher has trouble with. It also does a faster job, so if I'm a professional, I can actually move faster and get more jobs done in the day. Now that I've removed all the swirls and scratches with V36, I want to go ahead and enhance the finish. Because the rotary polisher is so powerful and creates a lot of heat on the surface, it can create what's called buffer trails and marring. Because of the aggressive polish and pad combination, these trails appear which can actually diffuse light and do not give a smooth finish. We're going to remove any buffer trails and holograms today using the V38 optical grade final polish. Now V38 is specifically designed to remove holograms and buffer trails and brighten up the finish. This is a beautiful metallic paintwork and I want that metallic to breathe and pop out. The V38 is going to enhance that metallic and allow it to breathe by enhancing the finish for perfect clarity. So I'm going to go ahead and remove my 4-inch Hexlogic orange pad. As you can see, it's a hook and loop backing plate, so it sticks on and removes very easily. Now I'm going to grab my 4-inch black Hexlogic finishing pad and place it on my rotary machine. There we go. And my pad is all centered up and we're ready to go ahead and start. Now I'm going to go ahead and use V38 again. I'm going to shake it up, open up my top, and this time I'm only actually going to apply 3 dots to my pad. Because V38 is designed for extended work time, it's actually what's called a jeweler's polish, designed to work with a rotary polisher. The jeweler's polish actually refines the finish and keeps working over and over again without breaking down. The extended work time allows for a more sensitive polish and allows for a more even finish. So once again, I'm going to put my cord over my shoulder and I'm going to start on this side of the tank. I'm going to go ahead and place my machine on speed setting 1 and place it all over the top of the tank. I'm going to spread it out on speed setting 1. Now I'm going to take my machine and bump it up once again to 1800 RPMs. Let's do some polishing. I'm going to go ahead and grab a microfiber towel again. I'm going to flip it to a clean side. I'm going to go ahead and buff off any residue. Now the Chemical Guys 3-inch backing plate that I placed on the rotary polisher does a great job of flexing around all the cracks, crevices, and contours of a motorcycle. If you push too hard on one of these hard lines, you can actually burn the paintwork. So the soft Hexlogic pad and the flexible foam backing plate actually allow the machine to curve on the contours and get all the right spots. So let's go back to my V38. Let's do this again. We're going to hit the side of the tank. Now that my pad's going, I got some polish on my pad, I'm going to reduce the size of my dots. Here we go, 3 smaller dots. quick spray of our pad conditioner. I'm going to go ahead and put my cord over my shoulder again, and I'm going to be polishing this whole side of the tank. Once again, speed setting 1. Place over the surface that I'm going to be working on. Let's spread it out. Now I'm going to go ahead and bump my machine to 1800 RPM. Once again, microfiber towel, wipe off just a little bit of polish, and I love the gloss that it gives. V36 is designed to give a very high gloss finish because we're removing the refraction and improving the reflection. That's the key to polishing: removing refraction, improving reflection. Reflection is what gives that high gloss shine and what makes clarity appear on the paint. Now I got that side done. I'm going to go ahead and put some more polish on my black pad. I'm going to go ahead and handle this other side of the bike. We'll see you in a moment. Now we're all done with the polishing. We finished up our V38 optical grade final polish using a black Hexlogic pad on the rotary polisher. The gloss is intense and it's really brought out the color, and I really love the violets and the pink in this beautiful GSXR motorcycle. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my Brinkmann light, and I'm going to use the Brinkmann light to inspect for any more swirls before we move on. And now we have a beautiful color. And you notice we don't have any swirls or scratches in the paintwork anymore. This is a used motorcycle. It gets ridden daily, but we removed all the swirls and scratches, and now you're able to see the metallic flake actually pop in the paintwork. That's what we're looking for. And that's the trick about polishing, is that you can restore a finish by permanently removing swirl marks and scratches to get the best look. Polishing is real fun, it's really easy, and it pays off to spend the time and get the best result you can. Now after you polish, you need to add some protection, so I'm going to go grab my favorite paste wax, and we're going to go ahead and put some protection on this beautiful motorcycle. So I went and grabbed an awesome paste wax to use on this GSXR, and I chose our Chemical Ice Classic paste wax. Now the Classic paste wax isn't just for cars, it's for bikes too, and it's designed to give a warm, original carnauba look. This carnauba uses a traditional carnauba paste wax blending technique, and it's also infused with natural citrus extracts, so it's going to make this metallic pop on this motorcycle. Let's pop open the top. And I'm going to be using a UFO foam applicator pad to apply this today. So you can see how easy the paste wax melts right onto the applicator pad. It's very easy to apply, and then we can easily apply it right to the gas tank. Now it's best to apply a paste wax like this in lines, not circles, because that way you get even coverage over the entire bike. And you can see how it just melts onto the paintwork. That's because the classic paste wax is blended using all natural carnauba, straight from Brazil, along with natural citrus extracts. And the citrus extracts are really what give that signature shine and what brighten up the finish of any color. It works on any color: black, white, silver, even metallic custom colors just like this one. And I like the all natural carnauba because it brings out all of the beauty and flake deep inside this paintwork. Now I'm going to let this dry on the paint for about 15 minutes, then I'm going to come back and buff it right off and we'll show you those amazing results. So now we've allowed our classic paste wax to dry to the surface. Now we're going to go ahead and remove it with the premium microfiber towel. So I'm going to take my microfiber towel and gently wipe off the carnauba wax, and you'll notice how easy the Chemical Guys classic paste wax removes from the motorcycle, and look at that beautiful shine. The classic paste wax uses natural citrus extracts and the highest quality Brazilian carnauba, so it enhances that finish. But the true reason that the paint shines is the polishing. We removed all the swirl marks and scratches from the surface, and it improved the reflection. So that beautiful gloss comes from polishing. The wax just enhanced it and gave it even more shine. So the true way to bring out any vehicle is with polishing. Also, the classic paste wax works on any type of motorcycle: Harley-Davidson, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Honda. It also works on any car, truck, motorcycle, and RV, along with any color, solid colors, metallic, black, white, red, even custom paint jobs just like this motorcycle right here. And now we have a beautiful look. We have a nice crisp reflection, and we know that when our friend goes out with this beautiful motorcycle, he's going to get all the attention he deserves. So if you guys have any more questions about anything we used on this video, remember you can check all this out on chemicalguys.com. Or if you want to learn more about machine polishing and the true art of detailing, you can check out all of our detailing how-to classes at smartdetailinguniversity.com. So if you want to learn more about detailing, subscribe to our YouTube videos, and remember, have fun, stay clean, and keep on detailing.